Hello everyone, today I want to show you how you can use the Hue versus Hue tab in DaVinci Resolve to change your footage from this to this. Okay, so as you can see here on the timeline, I have a clip with a finished grade. The only thing I didn't like about this grade is I was going for a more warmer look, and I feel like the green of the field kind of ruins that. So the way I changed that is with the Hue versus Hue tab in the color page of DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so now that we are in the color page of DaVinci Resolve, I just want to give a quick rundown of what the Hue versus Hue does. The Hue versus Hue tab allows you to take a certain color range and change that. So for example, if you want to change the greens and yellows of your clip, you would identify that color range and then you would use the Hue versus Hue tab to change that. Okay, so I'm going to start by making a new node, and I'm going to name this Hue versus Hue. We're going to go to the Hue versus Hue tab, which is over here. You go to the second option, and as you can see there, we are now on the Hue versus Hue tab. So let me show you what would happen if I were just to click and drag around. As you can see, it just changes everything because you haven't specified where in the color spectrum you want to change. Like, you want to change greens, do you want to change yellows, what are you going for? So to actually choose your spectrum, you would click and you would identify the range. So maybe you want to change from green to yellow and you only want to change those colors. So in this case, you want to identify the color range that the actual field sits in, and as you can see, it's predominantly greens and maybe some yellows. So I would want to have a good range of greens and yellows because you want to be able to take the whole field and more or less massage the colors into what you want. So I'm going to click on the green, and I'm going to transition a bit over to the yellows. As you can see where my mouse is, I'm going to click there. That's the range, that's the beginning, which is over here, that's the end. Okay, so now that we've identified an in point and an out point of where we want to control, so we want to control the greens and the yellows, because we can see in the field here it's not just green, it's different colors. I'm going to click in the middle. This is going to be where I'm going to control, and as you can see, if I move it outside, the range doesn't move, contrast to what happened before, which is basically when I just clicked and the whole thing moved. This is basically what you want. You want to have precise control of specific colors. And let me zoom in to show you a mistake that you might make. If you push it too far, you begin to see artifacts, which you don't want. So you want to be very gentle with the way you massage the colors. And also another way you can fix this is you can expand the selection. As you can see here, I'm making it a bit bigger, which basically gives it a wider spectrum of colors that I can control. So I'm just going to move it towards the warmer side, and as you can see, the whole field just changes and it goes from green to the warmer color, and that's basically how you do it. As you can see, this tool is quite useful for changing the look and feel of your footage, provided that you don't push the footage a bit too far with this effect, because you can go overboard and kind of break the footage.